Invincible Season 2, Episode 1, A Lesson for Your Next Life. We start off with someone blasting through the clouds. It's Invincible and the Immortal fighting in the sky, and Invincible is eating Bro's punches. The Immortal has Invincible in a chokehold, and Omni-Man rips right through it. Gives him a few blows, and then Invincible crushes his head. Invincible has apparently prepared the planet for a Viltrum takeover and is announcing it to everyone. There's a guy in the streets hearing the announcement, and he runs towards a school bus that's actually an elevator. He's greeted by a robot, and the guy, Angstrom, claims that the Immortal led Invincible and Omni-Man away. An older Adam Eve tells him that's what Rex thought too. Robot asks for the null energy that Angstrom must have grabbed at some point. The null energy being something that could stop Omni-Man. Unfortunately, Omni-Man and Invincible did follow them. A fight ensues and we see the original robot, not his clone, might I add. Invincible paralyzes Adam and Eve, a move that he supposedly learned from using on protesters. Omni-Man and the Invincible now have to kill all the other resistors. Oh, even though one of them got away from a portal, Angstrom.
Angstrom is where it's at, man. Angstrom was such a well-conceived character. I feel like I had high hopes for this character. I guess I still kind of do. There's possibilities with him and his portal jumping and stuff, but I feel like he got everybody.
Yeah.
So that was kind of unfortunate what happens, but we'll see.
We cut to a scene of Invincible at the site of where he got destroyed by Omni-Man. This must be reality, which obviously it was, because Invincible is fighting villains and flying through the sky. When he starts to feel rage, he stops and heads home. Debbie and Mark tell each other that they don't have to go to school or work if they're not ready, but they're ready to get out of the house. The Mahler twins are due their food at the prison, but the officer ain't playing around this time. If they want their food, they got to back up from the door. Now they're trying to bargain with him by becoming friends with him. Problem is, a portal becomes open for them, but they don't know where they go to. Turns out Angstrom freed them because he needs them. So they didn't have to fuck up the prison guard this time.
He said, we only gave you a concussion. We could have splattered your shit all over the wall. If you're lucky, we like you.
When Bro said, I shit portals now, I was like, did he really do that? Is that what happened?
Who?
One of the Mahler twins, when the portal showed up, he was like, yeah, I shit portals now.
No.
And I was like, what? Is that what he does? And then I realized, like, oh, it was Angstrom. Mark shows up for school, and of course Todd is the first one to greet him. This dude shows up to hug him. Bro thinks Mark's dad was a good dude, but he only knows Nolan, not Omni-Man.
You don't know Omni-Man, bro.
Todd only did this to show everyone that he's not an asshole. Mark still blames himself for all the deaths in Chicago, which were all Omni-Man's fault. Mark wants to be out saving lives instead of going back to school. Cecil stops him and brings him back to real life. Definitely thought they would have used the title card to say Invincible like they did last season.
Yeah, no, they
did
switched it
lot
up.
of fake
They
ads.
switched it up. Because last year, like you said, it was the title card. He's definitely not. And this time they kind of edged you all the way into the end on that one. Yeah.
A little fake out here when Cecil gets back to the Pentagon. Apparently the new Guardians of the Globe are having trouble with an emotional giant Cyclops with dreams of being Trump and an astronaut. The robot clone finally understands feeling human feelings. Because apparently he is feeling for the monster girl.
I was scared. I got locked up.
Oh, that's what it was.
Fam, you've been human before. You know what fear feels like.
Was he human? Is that little blob a human?
Well, he has like a nervous system. He can actually feel.
He's a blob.
Okay.
Blob in some sort of
when he was transferring bodies into that robot, he was over there like he looked like Whitey from 8 Crazy Nights.
Facts. He did. I gotta watch that movie this year. Angstrom shows the Mahler twins their somatic encoders, but bigger. But Angstrom couldn't figure out why it didn't work. Angstrom has access to many different dimensions due to the portals. Turns out that Omni-Man and Invincible team up in many of the other dimensions.
Except for this one.
Angstrom wants to save everyone's lives by basically gathering up a council of Angstroms. He wants to use all of these other Angstroms and put all their minds into one, his. The Mahler twins request a dimension with no superheroes as their payment, a dimension where they can be seen as gods. Debbie comes home and Olga shows up after breaking and entering into her home.
Yo, is Olga a spy or just a Russian woman who knows how to get into shit she ain't supposed to be in? Like, I don't think they were ever really clear on who Olga was, other than what's the name's chick, Red Blur or whatever they called him.
Yeah. After Stroganoff, homegirl talks to Debbie about how Nolan lied to Debbie. Olga gives Debbie a card and says that it helped her.
That's ominous. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, what is this card that's glowing?
She about to have Invincible's mom join a goddamn red room. She gonna be a fucking spy, Red Sparrow.
Oh, shit. Mark makes a beeline for his room, and Olga tells Debbie to help herself first so she can help Mark. Cecil is chewing out the new Guardians of the Globe. Turns out that because Robot is getting used to his new body, Cecil thinks it's time for a change in leadership. The Immortal. They also went and got more muscle with Invincible's original colorway, and Jay Farrow as the voice. Bulletproof. Monster Girl attempts to console Rudy after Cecil changes things up. I really don't like their relationship.
Who's that?
Rudy the robot.
Oh, and the little girl ogre thing.
Yes, I get it. That
who's dying every time she uses her powers, by the way. Did they ever find a way for that not to happen? Why is she even out at this mission? Like, Cecil, you don't give a shit that she's literally not, like, she every time she uses her power, she's losing her life force or something like that.
And I get it that she's like 24 or 25 or whatever. But there's so many weird things going on. So she's going to continue to get younger. And the robot is
like when she
Rex.
hits like toddler size, this is gonna get very weird.
The whole thing is just
very weird.
Weird to me.
You're gonna have to. She can't de-age anymore. It looked weird before when you were a robot and a little girl. Now it's kind of evened up because you gave yourself a kid body just so you can be with her, which is still a little nuts because he's a grown man. You know what I'm saying?
And
but Rex. She's grown technically too. It's the whole situation.
Rex.
It's fucked up. Yeah.
Mark and Adam Eve talk, and Mark does a terrible job explaining how he feels because he doesn't want to end up becoming his dad. The Mauler twins got the machine working so well that not only has it synchronized the minds of 1,000 angstroms, but it's also equipped to differentiate angstrom from the others, which is a problem the Mauler twins have had for quite some time, which has led to a bunch of clone jokes between the two.
D Prime Video hitting Disney over the head or Marvel over the head. Look, y'all doing Fantastic Four? Fuck it. We gonna show y'all how to do Council of Reeds real quick. We just gonna have to leap over the team thing, just show you what people want to see.
Facts. Invincible shows up on the whole angstrom situation and starts fighting the Mauler twins. Once again, they do a little title card fake out. Angstrom wants to talk it over with Invincible, but he's too busy fighting, now with Mauler twins from other dimensions. Mark gets his ass beat by the Mauler twins, but because Angstrom doesn't want them to kill Invincible, he takes off his helmet, which causes the place to explode.
You know what? And now I'm looking back on it. The Maulers wouldn't listen. It was neither one of them. Invincible nor the Maulers would listen, so they both really just deserved to die. Like you one Mauler walking around with half his shit melted off. It's like
crazy.
Looking nuts. He got the super cranium. He looked like MODOK.
Yep.
With legs.
Yep.
Everything's messed up, man. Why y'all never go in there asking no questions, man? Like, can we never just be like, what are you doing? Oh, look, I'm just trying to gather all the information from my clones so I can make a better place from the dimension that I came from. Are you going to kill anyone? No. You just have to give me 5 minutes to let me complete this and I can explain everything in full detail. You got 5 minutes or I'm going to take this place up. Swear. 5 minutes and I'll take the helmet off.
So simple. So fucking simple.
He seen Moj and said, I'm about to fuck shit up.
The Guardians of the Globe pull up and Rex does another title card fake out. Rex and Cecil try to cheer Invincible up, but he's upset that nobody deserved to die.
Typical government spook logic. Whatever they were doing here, you stopped them, which is a good thing. You have no clue what they were doing. Not the slightest clue. Doesn't matter. You stopped it. That means good. Right. They had energy. They were doing something. You stopped them. Job done.
Mark comes back home and attempts to wake up Debbie. She sees his scars and wonders what happened, but he explains that he's working for Cecil again. Mark gets some mail, and it looks like a letter for a college. Mark, now with Amber, goes to open his letter from Upstate University, and it says that Amber is accepted. Turns out Mark and his black eye got into college. As he's walking home, the Immortal pulls up on him, and apparently he doesn't believe that Mark is on their side and wants to let Mark know that he's watching.
Well, being that this is the only universe where it didn't happen after that fight, right, certainly suggests that, oh, well, this is the universe where he doesn't go along with Omni-Man. But what if it's not, though? But what if it's not, though? What if it just takes a different set of circumstances that makes him go along with his father? Like, same conclusion, but different circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Does that change what happens to Earth? See next week on Invincible.
They also have They also had a post-credit scene. One of the Maulers, who's melted on his right half, gets up and then tries to free his brother Clone, but it turns out to be Angstrom with a weird, freaky head thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out Bro blames Invincible for everything, and now he wants to kill him.
And he doesn't even really blame him. He's just taking the memories of some of the most afflicted within that tree. He can't tell which one is him and what memories is coming from the people. That's why he said, "They're all me. I'm invincible."
Fair enough.
Like, damn, man, why we had to do it? He was such a cool character.
Yeah, he was.
He had cool powers. I wanted to see him try to fight Omni-Man. I just, come on, man. Yeah. Come on. We didn't have to do that to him.
Oh, and
I'm hoping we can find a way to reverse that. Maybe not from this individual, but maybe there's another, maybe another Angstrom survived and he can fight this Angstrom and.
Because we only have 1,000 Angstroms. There have to be so many more Angstroms out there. Maybe.
I don't know, man. He had a pretty big tree of them niggas. He had a lot of them.
That is.
Let's hope he didn't get them all. Let's hope he's not Ash.
Oh, and we actually get our title card, which now instead of blood, the title screen cracks. Which could lead us to what's going to happen.
Foreshadowing.
Angstrom disappears into a portal, and then the remaining Mauler twin claims he is not working for anyone else. You will lie.
You're going to start off next season working for somebody
Facts.
too.
Facts. Absolute bullshit.
Somebody's going to come around and say that they created the Maulers to work for people, and that's why they always end up working for somebody.
The Maulers are basically a Meeseeks box. That's all they are. They just don't disappear.
It's in your programming. No matter how much you try to get away, you will always end up working for somebody that will get you locked up.
Hey, that's your life. Oh, well.
What did you think about this week's first episode of season 2 of Invincible? Put in the comment prompt below. Let us know what you thought. Like, share, and subscribe. Come back next week. We'll be doing episode 2.
Absolutely. Make sure you subscribe to our channel because we will be doing a review for the rest of the episodes for season 2.